to episode 6 of season 1. 2 teams, 2 heroes, but only one winning argument. On the left, we've got Team A. On the right, we've got Team B. Both teams will go head to head, defending 2 legendary heroes of faith from the Bible, each known for a powerful moment of unshakable faith. Each team speaker will present their case, followed by a rebuttal round to counter the other team's argument. And you are the judge. The team with the most convincing argument takes the win. Are you ready? Let's go.
I am here to support the motion that says that the widow of Zarephath had more faith than the poor widow in the temple. You are in a life and death situation, you and your son, and there's only one meal for your son or you to survive. And there's a man, a random man, you don't know him from anywhere, coming to meet you and telling you to give him the food. What will you do? So this shows that she had faith that if she gives this man this food, he is going to help her and her son. And she gave him, and we all know what happened. My mentor, Senior Prophet Joshua, says, and I quote, that honoring a prophet, if you honor a prophet, you receive a prophetic reward. So she forgot about her son's predicament and the issue she was facing. She knows that if I give this man my last supper, our last food, that God is going to do even more of what they have. So she had faith that, let me give this man, not knowing what was going to happen. She might give the man and nothing will happen and 2 of them will die. She might give the man, not knowing what will happen, but she still went ahead and gave him the food. And after giving, they received more and more and more and more of what they had. So you can't tell me otherwise.
Okay, I'm supporting the widow in the temple. Okay, everyone look at me. 3 things. A poor woman, a widow, and 2 coins. Not just any coin, a last coin. Now, look at this. This woman was homeless. She was homeless, she was hungry. She had no home. As she's dropping those coins, she's going back to the streets. She doesn't even know where she's going to next. She doesn't even know what she's even going to eat next. She doesn't know what she's going to see next. Now she's dropping this thing, not expecting anything in return. Because who wants to reward her in the temple? She's expecting nothing in return. But she did it out of the free will of her heart. This woman doesn't have a home. She doesn't even know what she's going to do next, but she still did it. Now look at the woman of Zarephath. She has a home. She has a child. Fine, she did it, but she has a shelter on her head. But this woman had no shelter whatsoever, and she still dropped her last 2 coins. Do you know what it means to drop your last money? And now he said that something about the woman of Zarephath dropping a prophetic, the woman of Zarephath giving because he was a prophet. Now this woman of Zarephath had no idea that this man was a prophet, but she still did it. But the woman in the temple had no one to turn to. After her husband died, she had nothing left. After her husband died, she had nothing left. She had nothing. She had no food. She had no money. But she dropped it. She depended on God for everything.
She said the poor widow in the temple gave her last 2 coins. She left the temple. She might go to a marketplace and people will help her. It was not stated in the Bible. But the widow of Zarephath, in the Bible, it stated that there was a drought. So there was no food. All the whole city, no food. And the only food she had was for her dying son. We know mothers, if your son is going to die, you can do anything. Anything for your only son. You can do anything. You can even kill. But imagine a random man now coming out of nowhere and your son is in his dying bed. I would know now. I know mothers of us, the way they will pursue the man, but she still believed, she had faith that he is a prophet. God had sent him to her, and she gave him her last food. She cooked the meal and served him. So mothers of us said, I'm throwing the questions to you, viewers all over the world. Imagine you are in this situation, what will you do? So we can say that the widow of Zarephath, she had more faith. The poor widow at the temple, I can drop my last cash and go to the street and beg, and they will give, definitely someone will help me. But the widow, there was no food in the whole city. There was just everywhere, and only a loaf of bread and a little drop of water, and your son is very, very sick. She already knew that she has given herself to death, that let my son survive. Even if I die, let my son survive. And a random man out of nowhere, he was in that time, he did not come when there was food in the. He did not come there. If you honor a prophet, you will receive a prophetic reward.
To counter what is said, this woman had no idea that I was a prophet. Go and read it again. She had no idea that I was a prophet. Now again, you assumed, because you can't assume. Yes. You have to talk according to the Bible. You assume that she's going to go to the street and someone will help her. That's assumption. And number 3, let's be practical here. If one of you are homeless, nothing to eat, and let's say you have like 100 naira or 50 naira, please, how many of you will go to the church and drop that 100 naira? It's not possible. You cannot see it. Now, because of what this woman did, that was the only offering that Jesus acknowledged on that day. Yes. That was the only thing. Jesus said she was the only one that dropped something that day. And it was from her heart. Do you know what it takes? You don't even know where your next meal, you have no idea where it's coming from. But you still did it. It takes, to be honest, I don't even think I can do it. But what it takes, she's a woman of faith. She knew what God was going to do for her, and she still did it. Now she dropped it and she went back to the streets to go and do what? She didn't know what she was going to do, but she still did it.